Hello, I'm changing a bit the format of these repair videos, and today I'm gonna start with a repair for an iPhone 11 Pro. This iPhone is actually functional, however it has a problem getting a signal. So let me enter the PIN, the passcode. 3. Okay, there is a picture on the desktop that I don't want to show you. At this moment I have no service here. Let me see if it focuses. Okay, so there is no service there. I have a SIM card that is actually working, and it's a good known one. I can, for example, enable the airplane mode, disable it, and yeah, see, it's just saying searching, and eventually we have no service. Also, I have IMEI. If I dial *#06#, I have all the details there. We have modem firmware. Also, if we go to the settings in general about, there are no SIM restrictions there, and also it sees my SIM card, so it sees the carrier. It's just a problem with the signal, so yeah, let's see further how we can investigate this one and how we proceed with the repair. I hope you enjoy the new format of the videos, and I hope you like it. So let's start with this one. Right, so let's start opening this phone. For this we need a few screwdrivers. We're gonna remove the screws on the bottom. Okay, and then we're gonna use the heat pad. I have this heat pad from Mechanic. Let me adjust the camera so you can see it better. It's set to 70 degrees centigrade. We're gonna leave this here to heat up. This is a very nice one because it heats up very fast, and is very easy to use. We're at 39, but 40. It's already hot, so it transmits the heat very well. It's also quite flexible, this one, the heating pad. And we're gonna wait a moment for the phone to heat up. I'm gonna fast forward the video here so we don't spend a lot of time. So the display is quite warm now. I'm gonna bring the tool. This Refox tool is very good in opening phones. I'm gonna place the phone here. Let me remove the pad. We don't need it anymore. Alright, so we place the phone. Engage the lock and easily start lifting it off. I can already see the display coming off this side. I'm gonna use a bit of IPA here. Apparently he's a bit shy on the left, and I can see it coming off right here. Yeah, not bad. And that's enough. We can put this aside and try to gently lift this up. I'm gonna add more IPA because I can feel some tension. IPA and heat is your best friend opening these phones. And now we can start removing the shields. I'm gonna start with the battery one. Okay, and first thing I'm gonna remove the battery connector so we don't get any shorts while removing the other shields and the other connectors while the phone still has power on it. Now this repair is a bit weird. To be honest, I never had an 11 Pro with this symptom. So it has IMEI, the baseband is fine. It is communicating with the power amplifiers, otherwise we wouldn't have IMEI when dialing star pound 06 pound. But it gets no reception, and that is weird because it can also mean an antenna problem maybe. But for that we can test the phone in a different casing. I don't have an 11 Pro casing, but I have an 11 Pro Max. The board is similar, so it should just fit on the Pro Max. And I don't know if it's not the casing and not the antenna flexes, it might be a problem with the interposer not making a proper connection, and it also might be a problem with the power on the amplifiers. There's a line called VFE 3V15 volts that is powering those on. We can check that too when we get there. This one has a lot of screws. Right. I need to bend this one up a bit so we can remove the screw. Okay, so board is out. Let me get an 11 Pro board. So we have this one here. Is it good? Is it not good? I wonder. Right, let's try first with this one. And see if anything changes. So if it changes, it means there's a problem with the antennas on the board. So I'm just gonna add the SIM tray here, and I'm gonna put the screws back in place. I'm gonna add some of the connectors. Right, we're good. Let's connect the screen. Okay, so everything is connected. I'm gonna connect the power supply. I don't know if this battery is good or not from this case. But let's see. So power supply connected. Prompt it to boot using the button. Alright, it's booting. I'm gonna cover the screen because there's a kid's face on it, as we saw last time, and I don't wanna edit the video. And let me see, I have somewhere the passcode for it. Okay, found it. Okay, phone is on. Let me enter the code. Alright. So it's still searching for signal. It still says searching. Don't think it's very good. Yeah, and we get no service. That's not good. Let's go to the settings. We have general, about. There's no SIM restrictions, so no network provider lock. And it says the IMEI, it says the network provider that I have on this SIM card, but the network is not available. So this is not a problem with the case. So the buttons don't seem to work. Alright, now turn it off. And now I think the next reasonable thing is to split the board. Turn off the power supply. I'm gonna remove the connectors, the display. Okay. Let's remove the SIM tray, because that's the only thing that's holding it in place. And now we can freely remove the board from the case. Alright, and we jump straight under the microscope. Let me help you see what's going on here. Okay, so we just have a look at the board. And see if there's anything out of the ordinary here. We don't see any long screw damage. There's no water or corrosion. The interposer looks fine. I can't see any bends or any points where it's broken. Alright, let's remove the foam and then we can proceed into splitting the boards. I'm gonna split the boards. I'm gonna check that 3B15 line that I was speaking about, and if that's good, I'm just gonna put the boards back together and see if the problem was caused by the interposer. My bet would be on the 3B15 line, but that's weird because usually when that line goes bad, there's a capacitor there that's gonna short out. When that line goes bad, usually you don't have Wi-Fi either. So that's a bit weird. Yeah, I'm gonna use some hot air because I need to remove this back sticker. I'm just using, I don't know, 350-40 air. It's not very important, you just need to heat it up a bit so it's gonna get loose easier. Okay, the board is already hot, so I'm just gonna remove it this way. And it's peeled off. I think I lost some of the screws, but there's no problem. We can now take the heat plate here. Let me switch the view. I need a plate for the 11 series. Plate for 11. As this is an 11, it has a low melt alloy, so we're just gonna use 190 degrees on this machine is 20 off. 170, 180, 190, and then just gonna hit start, and we just wait for it to heat up. I'm gonna fast forward the video here so we don't lose the time. Let's see if it comes off. I helped it with a bit of hot air, so it comes off faster. Perfect. And back under the microscope. First thing, we're gonna clean this thermal compound. Of the CPU and the surrounding area. And then I'm gonna clean it from the bottom board also. You need to be very careful here because right here there are some diodes made of glass and they're very sensitive. So when you scrape this off, make sure you don't damage them. It's like these ones here. Yeah, see, the ones that are shiny. And those are important. Alright, not too bad. I'm gonna start the investigation on the top board. I'm just gonna have a look, an overall look, and see if there's something that could pose any issues. Some obvious things like corrosion. like damaged parts. Our problem might lie around here on these power amplifiers. There's rolls here. There's nothing out of the ordinary. That looks weird. Let's have a look on the bottom board too and see if there is maybe something that could cause issues. Besides this nasty thermal compound. And there's absolutely nothing obvious. Here might also be an issue. There's no broken pads on the interposer. Nothing weird. So let me show you what I was talking about. So I was talking about this 3V15 line here. This seems to be a weak spot on the 11 Pros, where this line gets shorted. So we can just measure it on both boards, on both top and bottom, and see if there's a problem with it. Okay, let me find a way I can pull this so you can see it properly. It looks good there. It's on the diode mode. So first I'm gonna probe the top board. And we have a short on that line. Excellent. So this might be an easy repair after all. Okay, so because we have a short, you can see it can be either one of these caps here, one of these caps here, and one like this one here, or it can be one of these three ICs. But for that we're gonna, I don't know, let's try the old way. So we're gonna inject voltage. I'm gonna set the power supply to 3 volts. Okay, and let me switch you to the microscope. We're under the microscope here. Perfect, I think we can see the whole picture. I'm gonna add a lot of IPA. Alright, and now we're gonna take the probes. I'm gonna inject 3 volts. I have the ground on a ground, and just inject here and see where it boils, and I could already see it. It's here near the probe. Can you see it? It's the first cap that is gone. See the first cap? How is it boiling? It's perfect. So all we need to do is to remove that cap. So the first one here, not this tool. Let's see if I can remove it like this. I don't want to use heat. Oh, and it just came out easy because it was probably burning hot. Right, let's inject again. 3 volts on the line. There's nothing heating up and I have no power consumption anymore, meaning that the issue is solved. Also we can use the multimeter again. It's still in diode mode, and red probe on ground, black probe here on the 3V15, and you see now it's 0.522. The schematic shows 0.583, so we are quite good on that one. all we have to do now is clean the pads and solder them back. I'm gonna use some Q-tip here. Switch to the microscope background. And let's see how's it working. I'm gonna add a piece of paper because this heat pad sucks all the heat from the board, and I need to gently heat up the board so I can add fresh flux on it. I'm gonna use it like this, and I'm just gonna come with a hot air machine. It's 350/40R, my favorite amp, and I'm just going around the interposer and I'm slowly heating up the board. I just want it heat up enough so I can put some flux, fresh flux on it. It really helps. It really helps the soldering with the top board. Okay, so it looks like this. And now I come with the flux and just spread it out on the interposer. I really like this factory solder, even if it's low melt. It's like oxidizing quite fast. But it's not doing a bad job after all. Alright, so we're good. We have the flux all around the interposer. Now we can grab the heat plate. I'm gonna add the board to the plate. Let me switch you the view. I think you see it better this way. I'm gonna look through the microscope so that I can align the boards. It's a bit difficult to align when there's balls formed on both top and bottom. If this would have been a reball, then it would be easy because the top will obviously have no balls on it and the big balls will be on the bottom. But it looks good this way. Okay, I'm gonna power it on. It's still set to 190. I'm gonna fire it up, and here, because we're using the same alloy, because it's low melt, I don't have to reball it. I'm gonna take some weights and I'm gonna place weights on the board when I feel it's hot enough to make a good contact. So I have a few weights here. Let's see, these are enough for the 11 Pro. I have a 50 grams weight, yeah, like this, and I have a couple of 20 grams weights. So we're gonna use this, but I'm still waiting. Usually I place the weights when the timer, so the timer started at 240 seconds. I'm placing the weights around, I don't know, 40, 60 seconds. It depends how the board looks to me. So I'm gonna have the big one right here. Okay, I'm gonna have a small one here, and another one around here. Let me move this forward. Like this. I'm gonna press them a bit, just to make sure it makes perfect contact. Okay, and I'm gonna turn off the heater. Now we need to wait until it gets below 100 degrees. So I'm gonna pause the video for now and get back when it's a bit colder. Right, so I think it's cooled down. It's at 80 degrees. We can remove the weights. I'm gonna remove the board. Right. Now we can just give it a clean with some IPA on the sides, so we can remove the flux, make it shiny again. Clean this a bit, and let's get. I still have flux here on this side. Okay, so while the board is still hot, I'm gonna add back this sticker because it has a thermal mass and it's important to have it here on the back of the phone, so it sucks out the temp from the phone. And now we can just get the board back. It looks good. And just place it back here. Not gonna put in the screws. I'm just gonna put in the SIM tray. And connect back everything. I need a microscope because my eyesight is not great. Right, let's connect also the screen. And last we connect the battery. Alright, and let's prompt it to boot. It's not prompting like that. Let me use the power supply. Alright, so we have the Apple logo. Again, I'm gonna cover it because there's some kids' faces on it. Alright, let's enter the code. Okay, so the code is in. Let's see. Now we have signal there. As you can see, signal is back. It says orange. It's only 3G because I don't have good coverage here, but the phone is properly working now. So this was our main problem. It was the 3B15 line. it's a usual thing on the 11 Pros, 11 Pro Maxes. The boards are identical. The only difference between the 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max is actually a resistor that sets up the board ID, but other than that they are simply the same. I've seen extremely rarely on the 11s the same issue on 3B15, but it's not very often. I don't know why it happens on the Pros and Pro Max, but yeah, this is a nice repair. Thank you for watching. Give me a like, subscribe if you like the new format, and see you later. Bye.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can